while we're waiting for Caesar, Andy, you weren't here. This is a 4-point inspection for insurance only. You know there's 2 inspections, honey. Insurance, 4 points, and then
Fire.
home inspection. 2 inspections.
Mm-hmm.
The 4-point is for insurance purposes only.
Mm-hmm.
And if you read this at the top,
Mm-hmm.
it says 4 points are one of several inspections on the home during the buying and selling process and are strictly for insurance.
Mm.
I don't know how many times I could say it, whoa baby, to make it any clearer. Insurance. That's why it's called a 4-point insurance inspection.
Okay.
The next line says,
Every single family in Florida needs 4-point inspection in your homeowner's insurance. Okay.
so if the buyer that's buying is getting insurance, they're going to have an insurance inspection to give to their insurance company. It's the only way they can get insurance. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, honey, you got it. Then, this,
Buyer needs inspection. Buyer need insurance, right? Home insurance buyer needs. So in that case, what kind of insurance they use?
they're trying to get a homeowner's insurance policy.
Homeowners insurance, yes.
Okay. All right. Then, when you get this back and this back,
Uh-huh.
2 different things. Insurance, home insurance, 2 different things.
Uh-huh.
Then you take this and you check A, B, or C. A is the buyer removes the inspection clauses and they're closing. B is you list the little repairs they would like to renegotiate. And C is they're walking away within their inspection period and they get their deposit back.
Okay. The mortgage company, they need insurance. So which insurance we need to give them?
Right. If I'm buying a car, I need insurance.
Yes.
If I'm buying a house, I need insurance. If I'm buying a boat, I need insurance. Yes. I'm sure when you bought your home, you had to get a homeowner's insurance policy.
Homeowners insurance policy we submit to mortgage company?
Yes, the mortgage company will not approve your loan until you have proof of insurance.
Yes. Okay.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
If you're buying cash, you don't necessarily need to do 4-point.
No, if you're paying cash for a house, you don't have to get insurance.
Mm.
And these are all ways to sweeten the pot. If a buyer wants to get picked in today's market, cash, no inspection, no insurance. Those are 3 really sweet points to the seller. Because there's no contingencies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The buyer's buying the damn thing for X number of dollars and we don't care about anything.
As far as they agree, say to go, then done, right?
Correct. It's really hard now, isn't it, Jer?
It is very hard.
It is very hard. Okay, I wanted to say this, but I was trying to wait for Caesar, but I'll say it again. Okay, I want you to listen very carefully to this. A home inspection does not lead to or pass or failing grade.
Great.
Yeah. Agents say to me all the time, the home inspection failed.
Right.
Failed what? No. Home inspections, Andy, are for informational use for buyers that can lead to additional price or improvement negotiations when the property is contingent on an inspection.
Okay.
So, after the home inspection, these loser agents call me up and say, the buyer's backing out, the property failed. No, it didn't fail. This is where we go back to negotiations on the price, on fixing a little something, something. The purpose of a home inspection is not for the buyer to back out. And that's where we're failing. It's very frustrating because we're all not thinking about this. A home inspection may, let me find my paper. Hope I didn't throw it away. While a home inspection may be below the expectations of a buyer, there's not an actual pass-fail from a home inspection. The buyer saw the house when you showed it to them. Now they're going to have this inspection to come back and what? It's a free look. If I go buy a used car today, I know that car has 40,000 miles on it. I know I might need new tires someday. I know I might need new brakes someday. I know I might need new windshield wipers tomorrow. But you're buying something for a price for the condition. And where we've fallen down the rabbit hole is everybody wants to have a home inspection and have the seller repair everything.
It's annoying.
Right, Jer?
It's annoying.
But they don't. The seller never. Seller, they're not doing, 100%.
No.
Yeah, they don't have
The
to.
seller's not obligated to
No
do
obligate,
100%.
right?
He's not obligated to do a damn thing.
Uh-huh.
Now, if there's something on the 4-point inspection,
Uh-huh.
then I work with my seller to say, you're going to have that fixed for anyone that wants to buy it.
Right.
That's why I put all my money on the 4-point inspection.
Right.
Not to be confused with this. Now, this is an actual copy of a home inspection that I actually had on a property. And on the front page, this was on May 17th of 2017.
27th, yes, May 15th.
The weather was sunny and hot, no rain. Who cares? Here's my inspector. This was a picture of the compressor, but when I copy it, it goes black. It says the compressor's at the end of its service life. Although it may be functioning, the home inspector recommends budgeting for replacement in the future.
Okay.
Now, did the home inspector say it failed and it had to be replaced?
No.
No. But
Recommend.
when lesser agents than us read this, they go banana splits, right, Jer? Okay. My home inspector recommended a heating AC contractor to evaluate the heating unit because it's approaching its designated life expectancy. Oh my God, I have to show you. My air conditioner man came to my house Friday to service my AC for this summer. And the unit next door, oh my God, it's from 1980. Wait till you see this. He said, I hope you told that guy that just bought next door that if it goes out, he's going to have to get a new one. This is the compressor on the roof
Oh my goodness.
from 1980.
Ooh. Yeah, that needs replaced.
But you know what? Still working.
Yeah.
But see, just because somebody sees that picture, they're going to jump off the skyway.
Not anymore. Put the barriers up.
So compressor, service life. Okay.
Right. So remember, if something is operating in the manner in which it was designed to operate, we don't have to fix it. Now, if you turn the water on in the kitchen sink and it squirts out the top of the faucet and they got duct tape over it, well, that's a little problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
If a circuit breaker is popping and they put electrical tape over it, that ain't right. But this compressor is still operating in the manner in which it was designed to operate.
Yeah.
See, this is where we're having a problem with old and working. I'm old. You all are getting older every day. But you're still operating in the manner in which you were designed to operate. Right, Jer? We're doing the best we can. Okay. Let's go to the next page. You can't see it, but this is the garbage disposal under the kitchen sink. Hi, honey. And I guess it had a little leak or something. So that, I always say, if water's leaking out of something where it's not supposed to be leaking, then that's an issue. We can't put Gorilla Glue on it or duct tape.
Flex tape.
All right. This is a we're on page 5 of 21, but this is a picture of an electrical panel. And aluminum wiring was in here. It says questionable wiring in the panel box. But what does it say? Have a licensed electrician evaluate. Everything that a home inspector says is going to be what?
Recommend.
Recommend the person that holds the appropriate license.
Right.
Okay. I want you to read that top paragraph to yourself. We just talked about that. This is not a pass-fail. We appreciate the opportunity to conduct blah, 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 blah.
Carefully read your entire inspection report. Call us after you have reviewed your report. Remember, when the inspection is complete and the report is delivered, we are still available to you for any question you may have throughout the entire closing process. Properties being inspected do not pass or fail. The following report is based on the inspection of the visible portion of the structure. Inspection may be limited by vegetation and projections. Depending upon the age of the property, some items like GFI outlets may not be installed. This report will focus on safety.
Pretty interesting, huh, Jer?
Right.
This report
I mean, it's all common sense stuff, really. I mean, but don't tell that to 99% of the people that have no common sense.
Snapshot in time.
Right. But you see, the selling agent doesn't go over this with the buyer. And the buyer's ready to jump off of the skyway. Because this process is not explained to them. Caesar, how are you today?
Good.
You look a little tired, honey.
Do I? Maybe.
We're all tired today, right? Okay. The building exterior, the grounds, the roof. This was a condo. The next page, HVAC. The air handlers in the house, the compressors outside. The air filter was filthy. The water heater was maintained by the association, and it was in the laundry room, so we didn't have to worry about that. It talks about the kitchen. We talked about the disposal. There was a little leak. Then we go to the bedrooms, blah, blah, blah. The patio door did not latch. Every single condo that was built in the late 70s, the patio door, it doesn't lock. Here's my philosophy. If you're on the second floor, who cares? Is Spider-Man gonna crawl up and break in? But all my old people in those condos lock that on the second floor. The condo where you were yesterday, honey, I met an AC company there Friday. That entire system was replaced in November of 2020.
I mentioned to everyone they came in.
Yeah, and it just had its annual service Friday.
Okay.
So that AC is good to go, rock and roll. And I think they left it on 76, so it would be nice and fresh in there. Was it cold?
No, it was pleasant.
Good,
That's it,
good, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was over there getting that fixed for you on Friday. I'm not a realtor. All I do is meet plumbers, electricians, and HVAC. Friday I had 1 plumber and 2 HVAC guys. Okay, leaf through that and see if there's anything in there that's flipping you out. Smoke detectors is a big thing. We need to have a smoke detector in a property. If it's a condo, 1. Make sure that you might need a battery. I'm also the putter-inner of batteries. Okay. Any questions about the difference? Were you here for 4 points, honey? I forget.
No, don't remember.
Okay.
I think I got the paper. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. Andy, do you got it? Insurance, home. Insurance, home. Insurance stuff has to be fixed, or you can't get insurance. Home inspection. Now remember, when you enter into an as-is contract, the seller doesn't even have to look at this. I don't even send this to my sellers because it's as is. So you may have an inspection, but don't think at 3 in the morning when you email me this, I'm going to email it to my seller. The only purpose is to go back to renegotiate. Where was that paragraph? I think Caesar was, wait, let me find the page, honey. Oh, Caesar, the top of page 4. We appreciate the opportunity. You guys need to memorize this in your head so that when you're working with a buyer, you're going to tell them it's not pass and fail. This isn't like taking your real estate class. I got to show Caesar this compressor on the roof. Rats. Okay, Caesar, this is the compressor on the roof. Not where you were.
Wow. It still works? Could be, you know. Wow.
Just knock on wood.
It's from 1980.
1980.
That's a good year.
42 years.
41.
41 years old.
And the man that bought this condo knows,
Okay.
but we negotiated the price. My seller came down $5,000
Whoa.
because we know the HVAC
It's
is,
$5,000.
yeah, well, it's not
Average.
quite
Average.
But, and the guy that bought it said, I'm good with that. I know it. When it dies, and the AC guy comes and puts a new one in. That's negotiation.
Okay.
See, now you have to convince your buyer, I will go back and renegotiate the contractual price to compensate for that compressor.
Do you ever ask for like a credit at closing for something like that?
Well, you can, but I think it's just easier to adjust the sales price.
But here's the thing: if somebody financing that, it's gonna be lower. You know, the amount you're gonna pay.
Right.
But they don't wanna get the money from the bank. That's the problem.
Right.
That's what
Right.
he's trying to say, right?
Well, when I had that deal that I closed 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, honey.
they had to do what do they call it? Engineering, because it's a manufactured home. They had to make sure it was tied down.
Right.
So we did up to $3,500 in repairs, and anything left over was a credit at closing, which my buyers really liked because they had $14,000 in closing costs. So they were trying to shave that number down as much as they could. So instead of doing the
And you know, Jared, that's a good point. Negotiation is negotiation. Whatever is going to be the best scenario for the buyer and the seller.
Right.
So you got to kind of work that out. But what we have to stop, the four of us, we're on a mission. We have to stop these whiny agents that says the buyer is backing out, the property failed. Right there it says this is not a pass or a fail.
There's a perception among the buyer themselves that it's a pass-fail. And there's not enough education for the buyers.
Right, and whose fault is that?
The realtor's fault.
It's ours. When you have a buyer, you got to educate them. This isn't a pass-fail. This is the buyer's opportunity to get a free look. Why, when you guys go to buy a car, you test drive it? I don't test drive it.
You don't?
No.
I just ordered a car and I didn't test drive it.
Yeah, the guy goes, do you want to take it for a ride? I go, no, I'm good. You know, then they go, well, should we look under the hood? I go, no, I'm good. I mean, I would assume that what's supposed to be in there's in there. You know, I'm more concerned about pair my phone,
Bluetooth. Okay.
show me where the lights are.
See, coming from a family of car mechanics, that makes me that puts me on edge when you say that.
Yeah. Show me how to move the seats up and down. Show me how to turn the wipers on. And I signed the papers. I'm good to go. Gotta go by. You know, I assume there's a spare tire in there somewhere under all that stuff in the back. I don't know. But buyer beware. That's my comfort zone. When the AC guy comes to my house, he was there Friday, he said, do you want to look at this? I go, no. Is there a problem? No. I said, okay, the system just turned 3 years old on the 10th of March. So what could be wrong with it, you know? But once a year he comes and he blows the big amoeba out, and then I run downstairs and I see it come out and it's this big and I go, oh my God. Have you guys ever seen that?
Pro tip for ACs. Pour a cup of vinegar every month into your drain.
That's what I heard.
Oh my God, I
Have to.
love to see it coming out. I'm like, oh my God, it's huge, it's huge. So, yes. All right, any questions in attendance? Buyer agent present, do you see this? And selling agent present. I was the selling agent, it was my listing. And you can bet your bippy that I was there. And it was in May, right? And the AC wasn't working. And it was 114 degrees in there. And I sat at the table, glistening in perspiration.
Is Scott allowing you to be at inspections now? Because I know he wasn't.
Chris?
Yeah, that's his name, Chris. Chris. Scott Lubbock is the guy that did my last inspection.
I don't know, honey. I haven't had one in a long time.
Yeah, I know last time he was like, because he's got a child with immune deficiency disorders.
Special needs or something. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think he must be, because Levitino had him out at a townhouse on Almerton a couple weeks ago. And you know what? I let my inspectors get in there and get working. You know, I'm not like leaning over, staring. I just kind of go stand in the corner, or I stand outside, because I want them to do their work. They make money by the number of inspections they do. Most of these guys try to do 3 to 4 a day. Then they got to go home and do this report. I just want to be there when they point out the possible issues so that I can explain them to my seller. Right?
Mhm.
Okay, good. All right. I know you're all over me harping about inspections, but you work too hard to get the buyer, to get them qualified, to show him property, to write an offer, to negotiate the offer, and then you have to go through the dreaded inspection. And if you don't present the inspection in the appropriate manner, the buyer is going to want to get out. So, not a pass-fail. Let's remember that. Not a pass-fail, an opportunity to renegotiate. Yay, okay. Before I go off onto some other crazy tangent, tell us about your open yesterday. Were you going crazy?
No.
Did you have fun?
Well, I got comfortable. The first couple, okay. Then the more people coming in, so I was getting more comfortable. And then I just pointed out the good things about the apartment, the complex. The pool is right next to it, heated pool. The laundry is right behind you. HVAC, brand new, running smoothly. Everything stays in the house. Take a look, please.
Yeah. And I know Jeremy took you to the property
Yes,
Thursday,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you knew there's 2 heated pools,
Yes.
solar covers, 3 laundries, partridge in a pear tree, grills at the pools, internet and cable included in
Yeah,
your monthly
yeah,
fee.
Yeah. So pretty
How-
much, yeah, everything's it's a pretty good deal. You
The
have to-
only bill you get there, honey, is your Duke Energy.
It's correct.
Did anybody like it?
There was one guy that was very interested. He said, I like it. But here's the thing. I have a 2-year-old.
Oh,
He mentioned
Yeah, I
that.
told her about that.
And he said, if you can manage this, and I'll write an offer. He said, and how do I do this? I'm like,
yeah, they have to be 18, honey. We don't have any kids there
yeah.
because it's 55.
Oh, yeah.
When I bought there, we had kids. We had babies.
Oh, you did?
Babies, dogs,
Oh,
fun, everything.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but you felt like you did okay and you were comfortable.
Like I said, I got comfortable with the.
God bless.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. You just have to know the good points about the place, and then point them out, and that's what I did.
Good.
Now you just got to find a place for this buyer.
Yeah,
What's their price range?
100 and 110. He said it's gonna be
110.
fun. Yeah, 110.
Yeah, that's gonna be real hard to find a 2-bedroom, 2-bath for 110.
No, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom in this.
2-1?
Yeah.
Okay. That's still gonna be hard.
But he said he lived in Port Richey,
Yeah.
and he said I want to send my condo to live close this area. He said. So I got his email, so I'll
Good.
try to look at some properties, that might qualify under 110 and see if I can find anything.
Good. I'm so glad you had a great experience.
Oh, there was a new kid that came in too. A new kid. What's his name?
Oh, Dion.
Yeah.
I guess.
Is that his name?
Something like that. He actually didn't introduce himself to me. I just remember hearing his name.
Yeah, Jeremy was telling me he went to the open house that Lisa had at Five Towns, and then he came to see you, right?
No. I went over to get my signs from over at his place.
Yeah. And what he was just out looking at open houses?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
good.
okay.
That's good,
He
honey.
was trying to learn.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do.
Yeah.
Hold your nose and jump off the diving board.
Yeah.
And Andy's making $100 today for referring some mobile home sale, right?
Sale, yes.
Oh, something.
Hey,
Something.
can't beat that.
Hey, Andy, at least you made your first dollar in real estate.
Then I'll buy you tomorrow cheesecake. Big cheesecake.
No, don't buy me a big cheesecake.
Over there.
No,
Office.
no,
Why not?
no, I don't want a cheesecake.
You don't
This
want?
is so funny.
What do you want?
Nothing, honey. I just want you to be here. My watch says 9:45.
Huh?
My watch says 9:45.
11. Okay, let me fix you.
No wonder it's really-
No wonder we're all crazy today. Last night I went to bed at 8 o'clock. So I would try to
I see that.
hump
No.
over that other hour. Okay, Caesar, now that you've done an open house, now that you've been out in front of people, you see how easy this is?
I think, like I said, when I get going, I'll get more comfortable.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm in business, Andy. I don't want to be an hour early all day. Okay, Caesar, is there anything that's troubling you now? Anything that you want to ask us about? Because you got us here, we don't have the girls today. We can tell you everything.
Okay, well, somebody like what happened to him somebody came in to me, the same guy came to me, they put an offer on his property, on his place. He said, I'm looking for 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. He was like kind of rushing, you know.
Yeah, he had a personality.
Yeah, he's like, I can see he's like in a rush to get something. Please go ahead, I like this apartment, but I need 2 bathrooms.
2 bed, 2 bath.
Not a whole lot you could do about that.
2 beds, 2 baths. And I
And-
said, the one in the corner has 2 beds, 2 baths. So, and he went there and just like that. Okay, my next step is submitting the offer. So he told me to go to a transaction desk.
Open house.
That's what you.
Right, have you been to
So,
one of
where, right?
Rhonda's classes?
I'm sorry?
We can catch,
Completely
client.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's the
I
best
have an idea
time
what
to do it.
Best time to
is.
do, right?
Yeah, people coming
Because I
in.
put an
get
offer
their
in my
We
house
do
like,
on
last
Sunday,
week.
every
And
Sunday.
it didn't
Not
go
every
through
Sunday,
because
but
somebody
most.
beat me
Coming
up.
Most
Sunday.
of
Okay, so you
every
did one
other
last
Saturday,
week, kind of.
Sunday.
Saturday,
Kind of.
Sunday.
Yeah, but not me
Every-
because she helped.
Pretty much every
Yeah.
Sunday.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Now, what you do, Caesar, and
Try to stay
maybe
busy.
since it's only 10 to 11, Jeremy will take a couple of minutes.
What am I
If
doing?
I'm writing an offer, oh my ears. If I'm writing an offer on someone else's listing, I go to that listing in MLS,
Mm-hmm.
and then I go to TD, and it'll auto-populate.
Yes.
I've got it open. I can show you.
Yeah, Jeremy, do you mind
Yeah, no
taking a
problem.
minute to show him? Andy,
Sure.
excuse me, have
Yeah,
you
it's-
seen
It's
transaction
very
desk?
important, yeah.
When
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
do the
Yeah.
search, you do
I'm
the
gonna run to the
results.
ladies' room. This is a good chance for us to catch up on
I'm gonna
stuff
find one
together.
of.
Transaction desk, yes.
Let me find one of Debbie's.
Debbie stuff,
Yeah.
active.
Office.
Yeah. Office active.
So it's so super easy. So right here's the Gulf Boulevard Club. Bam.
Oh, where's by your name?
So this is the one you did,
Yes.
actually.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come over to TD right here,
Yeah.
you just click on that. It'll open up another page.
Then, the contract you mean?
Yeah, this will open up the
Yeah.
so you can write a contract.
Yeah.
It takes a second, but once it gets open,
No, this is the offer, to put an offer on.
right.
Yeah.
So it'll pop up a wizard.
Mhm.
You're gonna do the contract forms.
Contract form. Okay,
Yep.
we see that I need to contract forms.
Here, I'll tell you what I can do. Watch
Okay,
this.
I should take a picture of that.
No, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna record a video.
No.
Okay, so recording.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna pop
Oh,
up.
perfect.
If you're the selling agent, if you're the buyer, you're working with the buyer, you're going to use the selling agent. If you're listing the property, this is just the template that it opens. So you're the buyer's agent, so you're going to go as a selling agent. You hit create.
So I'm selling agent. What's going on?
Yeah, if you're with the buyer, yeah, it is really
You
super.
are selling agent. You are selling agent.
But if you're listing it, if you're listing the property, then you're on the sellers. It's weird the way they do that. It really is.
Yeah, I heard that. It kind of threw me off a little bit.
Yeah. So then this pops up, and you can scroll down a little bit, and you're going to say how much your person's going to offer. We're going to say it's 102.9, no commas. Then you're going to do where's it at? City.
We studied that too. We have studied.
Yeah, honey.
Ah. TD. Transaction desk.
Deposit.
Making a contract.
Oh, it doesn't have. I thought for some
Rhonda
reason I thought it
has-
had the escrow. So there is no. It doesn't
Rhonda.
say the escrow. So you just go hit next.
Baby, I'm serious. I want to buy one cake to the
I forgot
office
to do something.
Wednesday morning.
Oh, okay, honey, but don't buy a big cake.
So which cake they're most favorable?
Okay, so
Oh,
this is gonna
honey.
have
Cheesecake.
everybody.
Oh,
that's
Linda and
part of-
Rhonda like
part of
anything.
the deal.
Anything.
So you're gonna go to
Yeah.
next. You
You're
can
so
add.
sweet.
So like,
Like
let's say I'm gonna have my
cheesecake.
wife.
Oh,
as a
they'll like
buyer.
anything you send.
Okay.
Create new.
Right?
Then you're gonna find the buyer, put it in.
So
You're gonna put
first
their
order,
name.
I gain. Okay, first order. So I want to express something.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Right?
Sorry.
Even big or not, that's not matter.
Okay, so then
Ready.
you're gonna do. You're
Very
gonna put this in here so it auto populates each time.
At least you
That's
did
money.
something.
Yeah.
Brittany.
So you put in the buyer's name there.
Yeah, that way they can when they do the signing portion of the sign,
Oh, I see. It's already.
it populates it. So then you just go ahead and save. And see how it adds her. I spelled her name wrong. I put an E. I spelled my wife's name wrong. Don't tell anybody. All right, then it pops up all the forms that could be part of the contract. But you're looking at this one. That's the as-is contract. Then see how it pulls her name,
Already, okay.
pulls all the property information. It pulls the offer price. Let's pretend they're gonna do an 80% finance. So if you don't have to worry about math. You just put 80% right there.
So
And it tells you what they
mobile
need in
home,
closing.
Okay.
Because they're gonna finance 80%
there's
of
no
that. So
electricity.
20% of it's due.
So the seller
And then you're gonna
tells
type
me,
in the title company.
we call the Duke Energy and then hook up.
You're gonna type in all the
Right.
title stuff
But
there.
I'm afraid
And then you just come
they
right
may
back down,
be
like you're gonna-
unpaid
This
or
has to be
accumulate
approved
the
by tomorrow.
electricity bill.
Closing date. We're
So
gonna
I need
go.
to call, right? And make sure
April
how much
15th.
the money unpaid.
And then you're just gonna come down.
Then
you're gonna make
before
sure
we
this
give
is
them
checked.
full money, paying full.
And then you're just gonna go
money,
through all these. So like
right?
if your person is a buyer
Yeah.
with cash,
Good stuff.
if it's cash, you're gonna click this first one.
At least you
If
did
it's a
something,
loan,
honey.
So you're gonna say it's a conventional loan, whatever,
I'm gonna do
and then you're just
big
gonna
one.
follow all the instructions.
Please,
fully
sir.
down.
You're
Everything
gonna
that
do
needs
a
to be
lot.
filled in.
Yeah.
And as soon as
I'm not worried about you.
you're done, you just click that button, and it'll create a signing session.
I'm
When you
collecting
hit
money.
create a signing session.
Okay.
For what?
I have 47-acre farm in New Jersey.
Wow.
Okay. My friend and I have 50-50.
Right. So then it has
Wow.
everything you need there.
Baby. Okay.
You can go to
Here is big
participants. You have these
parkway.
two
Okay.
sign it.
Interstate.
I'm gonna be a reviewer.
The other
she's gonna be
side.
a signer.
Okay.
Yeah.
New Jersey.
Documents. And see how it doesn't ask for any more
Uh,
information.
Land
If
is
you don't put that
almost
information in at the
all
beginning,
used.
you have to put it in. each
The
time.
reserve,
So step 3 is
farming,
What's the difference between
and
the
residential,
designer and
Right.
and
most of them?
warehousing.
What's that?
New
What's the difference
Jersey,
between the sign,
especially they
there
need
was,
a lot of
signer and
warehouse.
Oh,
Can't
yes.
remember
Storage.
what you said.
Okay.
Oh.
Then
This right here?
turnpike. Okay, New Jersey
Yeah,
turnpike.
participant.
Yeah, you're
Exit
gonna go to
9.
participants.
That area used to
And
until
then
that
it'll
area
pop up.
use them all. So getting down near my farm.
There we go.
Okay.
So you can add
Then
participants.
the other side,
I
I heard.
I did something wrong on
the,
hers. I must not have put the
now
email address in.
per
So you're
acre.
gonna, you're gonna click
The
on
warehouse
it.
guy
Then put her
offered
email in.
$100,000, 1 acre. Okay. The
I
other
just made that
side,
up.
my farm is village side. Still slow,
Okay, so
but
you save it.
creeping up. Okay.
And then you're gonna
Money
come down to the
keep
document.
Going
one.
up.
Brittany
Sell,
will list her as
then
the
with that
buyer.
money, okay, I'm gonna buy and flip.
And then
Good.
design.
Okay, I have plan, okay, but takes time.
Oh, I know.
Okay, slow and steady wins the race, right?
Yes. And Caesar, when you're home and you have nothing to do,
Yes.
you can go into one of my listings,
Okay.
go to transaction desk, and fill it out. But just email it to me.
That's what we're doing right now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, babe.
We're not gonna email it to you though.
Yeah, please don't.
So once you're done with all that stuff, it's gonna pop up and it's gonna show her exactly where she would need to sign an initial. So like you don't even have to work, and it won't finish until you hit that, until she hits all those
Japan
buttons.
is in
Okay.
danger.
And it goes all the way down
They
to the
may have
bottom
big earthquakes
where
soon.
she would sign,
Yes, I know.
and then you can drag and drop if you want an extra
So
signature.
Do they have? Does he have
You can,
still family relatives
Drag
there?
and drop
I don't know.
dates. You can drag and drop whatever you want.
But that
This
was
earthquake this
came out
time,
the fall.
okay,
So the fall right
should be very
right
big.
here. The
Yesterday,
you didn't do anything. It came
4.5.
out by itself.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
The day before yesterday.
And then once you hit
4.
next,
small one, this, and then
it'll say send
then
invitations.
Eventually, big
And you can
one
send it.
pop up or collapse.
And then what happens is, I'll show you the one I did.
They are everyday training.
Home.
Escape, how to escape, right? But once tsunami
Now, how many days you have
comes
to put
upon
the
them,
other person
no way.
sign the contract or turn the back? You say 1
Japan.
day, 2 days,
Yeah.
2 days. How,
bad,
that's-
so bad.
Nope, not gonna happen. So what do you usually do for? Is it 1 day that you give them to accept your counter and contract
Well,
offer?
It depends if the seller's living in the house, and there's a lot of activity. If the little old people are living there, and I know that the listing agent can get to them tonight, I'll give them 1 day. If it's one of my people that live in Newfoundland or somewhere, oh, it's the seller for the offer that Jeremy wrote. Let me
Oh, good
take this,
deal.
guys.
Yeah.
Jeremy,
So-
explain to her if they live in Canada, it takes longer.
Yeah. So
Hello.
this is the contract that she's talking about right
Yeah.
there, the one that I just made.
yeah.
When you open up the file in Transaction Desk, this is what the home page looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here, let me show Andy also. So if you go in, if you're in the home page, this is home right here. Okay. Shoot, I hit the wrong button. This is home right here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look. This is the deal, the offer I put in yesterday. So I would, if I want to go into this one. Darn it.
This
My fingers are
every
too big.
Friday, Londa educate,
I know Fridays usually works. That's the
Friday.
problem. Yeah.
and then even Tuesday afternoon, 1 p.m.
There we go. Now, my
Efficient.
big fingers messed up.
Yeah.
So this, once you hit the address of the property, it brings you to your home page. This has, to show you where all your forms are that you've done over here. It has all the other documents that you might need for this transaction. And then if you come over to signings, they signed the as-is contract. This is what it looks like. So before this is done, it's a pen. And as soon as they
Finish.
open it,
Flat.
well, as soon as they open it, it
Ah.
does this one. And then as soon as she gets done signing it, it does this one. And as soon as Raymond finished, it sends an email to Donna. That tells Donna that it's her turn to sign, because it does one person at a time. You can't do two. It doesn't let you do two people at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, it does
Individual.
individual, yeah. So they're all done. It shows me that they've signed everything. And then you can pull up right here on the final, where it says final document.
E-sign.
Yeah, they e-signed everything. So you can view it as a PDF. And you can go through
Go through.
and you can see the offer, the escrow money, the 80% down or 20% down,
Down.
how much they need at closing, and then it shows you that they signed. They signed everything, right? So what I do then is I save it. See, they both signed it there. Now the seller hasn't signed it because, oh crap,
Seller has signed. Right?
I put the names in the wrong flipping place. Crap. I'll have to fix that. Anyway, as soon as I save it, I emailed it to Debbie.
Okay.
And once Debbie gets it, she submits it to her sellers. So it's really, really easy. It's just, you know what? It can be difficult when you have people coming in and
because-
out,
Yeah,
which is probably why I screwed that up.
yeah. Yeah. You can send me that if you can. You record it right?
Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I forgot.
Yeah.
Do you have an iPhone?
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna do.
I'll just airdrop it to you. Oh shoot! I sent it to the wrong phone. Let me see how I can do this.